Hey everyone, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher here. Welcome back out to the range. Today I'm going to be reviewing the FN502 with the Vortex CC Defender optic on top of it. This is a 22 caliber pistol and the new carry line of optic or red dot from Vortex. Okay, let's just take a quick look at what we get. This is the 502, FN502. It's a pistol. It's about roughly, it's pretty close to the FN509, except the FN509 is striker fired. The pistol is hammer fired. Don't really see very many striker fired pistols out there. And it comes with a 10 round magazine and a 15 round magazine. The 10 round is flush fit, 15 sticks out just by a little tiny bit. This is really meant to be something that is for helping you do training with your regular gun, but with much cheaper rounds, and yet you can still feel the recoil and so on and so forth. I really like this gun because it comes with a threaded barrel, and I have a suppressor, at least that's been on order for almost 2 years in the ATF jail. That's a whole other story, and when I get that suppressor, I'll probably tell that story. The Vortex CC Defender pistol optic, red dot pistol optic, is actually a pretty cool new offering from Vortex. Comes with this case, which I really like, keep the dust off of your optic. It is a 6 MOA dot. Let's see if we can find the dot. There we go. It's a 6 MOA dot. And it has about 9,000 hours of battery life, which kind of sucks when you compare it to Holosun's. And it has a 14-hour timer shutoff. So it has auto awake, so if you have this stored someplace and you go to grab it, it'll pick up. But if you're like carrying this a lot, 14 hours is not really time to put your gun down, go to sleep, get up, and start carrying again before it even turns off. So it's almost like the Shake Awake is just really meant for long-term storage type of things, and then 9,000 hours, not great. So those are probably the negatives of this. I've also seen reviews that talk about this pistol optic has a lot of flicker, and that may have showed up in the video, but I really can't see the flicker, so I have no idea what the problem is with that, but maybe it's important to you and you should at least be aware of it. One of the main reasons I got this optic for this pistol is that it's 0.95 ounces. That's important when you start to put a suppressor on a little tiny, not very powerful 22 caliber reciprocating slide. That adds mass to this, and especially when you add the suppressor on there, adds a little bit of weight to it. You can cause some, on the end of the barrel, it can cause some cycling problems if you don't get a light enough. And what I've read from some people, like Buffman Range, they said you need to get under an ounce on a 22 caliber can. The Holosun optics are right at 1 ounce. So I saw this on sale. I figured, hey, let's give it a go. Let's go for the little bit larger dot, not the 3 MOA dot. I went for the 6 MOA so I could pick it up faster. Again, we're shooting 22 caliber pistol. I have put in here from Apex Gunware or Apex parts. They do have a tungsten rod, or actually a steel guide rod. I have put that in, and that seems to eliminate some problems people are saying is that the front end moves a little bit too much, and they have just a sort of cheap flimsy plastic one in there, and that seems to improve some of the accuracy and other things on this gun. So I would recommend that if you have this. I really haven't had any issues with this gun. Just seems to fire all the ammo that I give it. I have another pistol. Anytime I give it that federal, I don't know, whatever it's called, federal stuff, it just doesn't work right. But on this one, I can pretty much shoot whatever. I have stockpiled quite a bit of this Remington Thunderbolt. I really like that ammo. It's just a FMJ kind of lead point. And so, anyway, that's kind of what I like. Why don't we just sort of test fire it, see what we got. I'll put my eyes and ears on, and let's take some shots with it. So let's just load up our first 15 round magazine. I've got a target at about 7 yards. Let's see what we can do with it. First off, let's just test a little bit of accuracy. We're also going to test it me myself cold. We'll see how I do with that. Oh, one thing I did forget is it has a thumb safety. It's very 1911-esque. I like that. It flips down. It is frame mounted, and I don't know, that just really works for me because, you know, I have a staccato. I have some other, you know, guns that have a frame mounted. I have, you know, 1911s that have, you know, frame mounted safeties, and I think that, you know, for this type of gun, that's reasonable. There are going to be people that want a safety, that don't want. Often a gun like this is used for training people, and I think having a safety on a gun with training people may be good. If nothing else, it makes the people that you're training feel safer. And that's not to be underestimated, because what you want to do is help them feel comfortable when they're handling a gun, and knowing that there is a safety that they can see and feel helps them feel comfortable when they're doing it. Okay, well, I am getting just a little bit of fogging in my glasses. It's raining out when I came in. Okay, so we will just give some test firing with it. Maybe turned up just a little bit too bright. That's 15 rounds. Let's put the gun down. Let's go see. Again, we were out at 7 yards. Let's go down the range and see what we did. Clear. We blew a hole in the target. That's pretty cool. A couple of little flyers, but everything right, nice and tight. That's about 6 MOA is what I would say. That's pretty cool accuracy. Okay, next up with this next mag, let's let it rip. See how we can push this. You can tell that there is a slight delay. The slide isn't super fast on it, but let's just kind of push this thing to its edge and see what it'll do. Okay, 10 rounds. Boy, you can sure blow through that. But I'm so glad those are 6 cents and not 60 cents or $1 a round. Remember what we saw last time? Let's take a look down. Started to speed up. We started opening up our group, but again, for context, it's pretty small little group there, so that's pretty fun. So again, this has been the review of the FN502 with the Vortex Defender CCW version of Red Dot. Oh, I forgot to mention that this does have a top-loading battery. That's plus. The slide for FN has a mounting plate system, and you swap that out with, it has plate system for the RMSC, which does for the Vortex Defender, the 507K, 407K, EPS carry, those type of lines in the RMSC, obviously. So the micro red dot. It also has plates for the RMR cut, also the 507C, not the 407K, which is hopefully what I said previously. And I've actually had a 509 on here. I've had a 507, and I've had this Vortex Defender, and I've had a Sig Romeo 0, which died within the first day of using it. So that's been kind of my experience. The optic plate system for this type of thing has been pretty good. I don't know, I probably have 500 rounds through this pistol. Never really had a problem with it. You can tell the accuracy is pretty good. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the new Vortex Red Dot? I don't see any flicker in it. Others say they do. Say the refresh rate is low. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. Would you run either of these? What's the philosophy of use? I think certainly the philosophy that this was designed for was training. What is mine? I think it's a great gun to put inside of a bug out bag. You store a lot of 22 ammo. If you have a takedown rifle, pair it with this gun. Not a bad little option for you. Probably would want more firepower, that type of thing if you're bugging out, but in terms of compact, allowing you to store a lot of ammo that's lightweight, this gun's really pretty awesome. Okay, take care.